How are we doing today? I got a new little gadget, a gimbal. Let's see how this works out. Today we're going to be working on the Jeep, and we're going to be installing a timing chain and reviewing Melling's timing chain, and hope you enjoy the video.
I'm not going crazy, but lately these thoughts in my head are a whirlwind of a world of a million regrets. All the things I should have done, all the things I should have said, all the pain that comes with hating the mess you've made of yourself. I know I'm chasing rainbows, thinking I can make it work, but the fact is that my actions speak louder than my words, and it only makes it worse thinking of her, thinking she'll forgive me. It must be the whiskey. I've been drinking to remember and drinking to forget. I got I love you on my mind. I got Jim Beam on my breath, and loneliness has got the rest. I've got nothing left within me. It must be the whiskey.
So before I get into the review, I just want to go over a few things if you're changing your timing chain in a Jeep. This is the first time I am doing it, so I just want to point a couple things out. See this slack? That seems a little excessive to me. Since I have the motor taken apart already, I was going to change it, but that does seem excessive. When I put this on, we'll see if it tightens that up. A couple things. You see those two dots, how they're lined up? When you go to line those dots up, take your spark plugs out, use your crank bolt, and rotate the motor clockwise. Now, if you pass the line, do not go backwards. Go around again twice. So for every time this goes around twice, this goes around once. So just go around again and line them up. Now on this particular model, I don't think it's going to be that hard for you, because this has a keyhole in the sprocket and this has a keyhole in the sprocket, so they should always line up. But it's nice to get into practice of doing it the right way. So remember, just go clockwise and don't go backwards if you pass it. Now, I'm not a big fan of impact wrenches. If you watch my channel, I don't go too crazy with them. But for this application, an impact wrench is something it makes your life easier, because when you rotate with the crank bolt, which is 3/4, which is a 3/4 on mine is a 3/4 bolt. It should be 3/4 on yours. But when you rotate it, sometimes it gets a little bit tight. When you hit it with the impact wrench, you're not going to move your chain or your sprocket. Same thing with this one. I think that's 5/8. Hit that with the impact, it'll come out. That's your cam. That is your cam bolt. And actually, quick reference. See that bolt right up there and bolt right down there? That's actually what holds your cam in. So, man, I wish I was changing the cam, but I'm not on this particular motor. So what we're gonna do is basically take this off and replace it with the Melling. So let's go to the Melling. Now, I'm still getting used to this gimbal, so it's not focusing, so don't ask me why. But I got the item number 51000607 timing set, 4-liter, 94 through 04, 6-cylinder. I paid $67.99 and tax of $432. So I did pay a little bit more for a Melling's product, but I want to show you a couple things. It's not cast, it's a milled work. There's no spurs on the sprocket. It's a good quality piece, front and back side. You feel it and you can tell it's a good, well-made piece. The chain is a very nice chain. I got the silent chain, so are you, unless you're starting to get into some cam works and doing different things. The sprocket. Now here's the thing. You see how that has a key right there, and there's your dot. If you ever get a sprocket that has multiple keys, you got to be careful. That's where that hole lining up makes it really, that's your changing timing, and that's another video, so let's not even talk about it. But this is made, it's not going to focus for me, but it is made in USA. So this particular, the other ones don't say made in the USA, but this piece is not a cast piece. This is milled. This is a solid piece. So yes, I paid a little bit more, but you're getting what you pay for. I'm telling you, do not cheap out on these parts. Go look at reviews. I mean, when you go to Amazon or something, they're going to say certain things, but go look at reviews. Look how many crap China parts we're getting nowadays. I'm looking right now for wheel bearings, and I am having You know, Timken used to be the wheel bearing of choice for everybody. Now it's the wheel, it's just another piece of crap. So I'm having a hard time. So if you know any parts like wheel bearings made in America, let me know. I am trying to buy them, but it's getting hard. We're gonna take this off. I'm gonna clean it. Now you don't have to clean it. I'm here. I just want to clean this motor a little bit, and we're gonna install this, and we're gonna see if the timing chain is supposed to be that slack. I don't think it is, but we'll find out in a minute now. So if you watch the time lapse, you can see that this sprocket doesn't like me. There is a key on that sprocket. 90% of the time, that sprocket will come off with just a little push of a screwdriver. In my case, it did not, so I wound up using an old style pulley, and then that worked to get it off. This top sprocket, no problem, came off, no problem at all. Now, to get that bottom sprocket back on, some people say take the key out. That key is in there, man. And I'm not gonna go start a new project of trying to get the key out when all you have to do is take a hammer or a mallet and a socket and just give it some love taps, not beat it. I'm not saying beat it, beat it. I'm saying just tap it on and go on evenly. Now I wanna show you something. This is the difference. I have seen videos where when they put new chains on, they're still slack. Difference between a good quality, that thing is super tight. I'm sure there's an innuendo in there somewhere, but I'll let you write them in the comments. And then you're gonna ask me, what was I putting on the chain and the sprocket? You saw me putting some type of oil. Now I put in a little pan, Lucas. I'll just show you. I'm having fun with my gimbal. Give me a break. I used a Lucas heavy duty oil stabilizer and a zinc additive. I just put a little bit in a pan, mix them together, and then I put everything on, everything new that I put in. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm putting a brand new pump in there. So even though I might prime the pump, I still just want everything with that zinc and the to get absorbed in there, so it's not a dry start. Now, last thing before I let you guys go is this bolt. 99 and before, you're gonna have a different bolt. You're gonna have like a bolt, a spring, and a retainer pin in there. Those are 80 pounds of torque you put onto it. When you don't have that spring or the retainer pin and it's just a bolt with the washer, that is 50 pounds. Do not torque that to 80 pounds. You're asking for trouble, because that's almost not quite double, but you're really going crazy. So be careful. 80 pounds, it doesn't sound like a lot, but 50 pounds, it doesn't sound like a lot, but that's what it is. And one last time, look at that. Just tight as all shit. I am so happy with that. Next thing I'm going to do is the oil pump and the rear main seal. Like I mentioned in a previous video, there are 2 rear main seals for this Jeep motor. And let me see, I guarantee you, the way things are going, I ordered the wrong one. You have a great day. Please think about subscribing and liking the videos. It does help me out. And I'm having fun with these new little gimbals, and the videos will get better because I'm just having more fun making these videos.